Hello, everyone, and welcome to another NPDA Video Partner Report. My name is Dave McMahon. I'm the Executive Director of the NPDA. And today we're here to learn as much as we can about CBIZ. CBIZ just joined us as a partner here in 2024. And boy, it's been awesome just to be able to get more familiar with the different offerings they have for you as a dealer principal, a dealership owner, operator. Before we get too far, I just want to introduce Jane.Saxon from CBIZ, and also, as you can see, Clair, Rood with us. Thanks for spending the time here today, guys.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thanks for having us.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, it was earlier this year when you guys hopped on board as a partner with NPDA, and just hearing some great feedback about some of the initial conversations that have happened with some of our dealers about engaging with you guys. But maybe Jane, we'll just first start with you for folks who are unfamiliar with CBIZ and the different products and services you guys offer, maybe a bit of an overview about the company in general.
Sure, absolutely. So CBIZ is a national accounting firm. We have 6,300 team members across the United States. We've got 120 different offices, and we've got locations in 32 states. We work in several industries, but one of those, and why we're here today, is we specialize in the dealership industry. And when we talk about the dealership industry, that's a broad term, but we work with PowerSports dealers, just like your membership. We work with new franchise auto dealers. We work with RV dealers. We work with ag equipment dealers. We work with heavy duty equipment dealers. Any type of dealer that utilizes that dealership platform. Very similar type of operations. Most have a new sales, used, service, parts. They have a floor plan component to their operations. But what really draws all those together from an advisory standpoint, a lot of times, is the tax opportunities. NADA is probably one of the largest lobbyist groups in the dealership space. And they spend a lot of time and money in Washington.
Sure.
What we do as a firm is we leverage a lot of the valuable benefits that they bring to their organization. We're able to bring those down to the other dealership niches, such as PowerSports, RV. So that's who we are. We like to say that we out-local the national, but we out-national the locals with our expertise.
Yeah, you guys you're definitely all over for sure. It was interesting just getting to learn more about your locations and just the access. It seems like it's an easy outfit for a dealership owner to engage with. Always somebody at the call and ready to reply and respond to whatever needs they have.
Really is. We work across state lines and we work together. Example, I sit in Indianapolis and Claire sits in Utah, but we work together. We share expertise. We share clients. We really try to work together for the best interest of the client and pool our talent where it needs to be.
Awesome. Cool. Yeah. So Claire, from, it's a great way, a great topic for dealers in terms of, being able to grow their businesses. And it's one that, some dealers might not like to spend a lot of time on, which I'm sure is why they turn to you guys. But just the taxation topic, I know that's one of your strengths individually. Just maybe talk a little bit to the dealers about, how you guys engage at the dealership level from a taxation standpoint.
Sure. Some of the things that we're currently involved in, we just, of course, came out of tax season. So the deadlines with the March 15th deadline and the April 15th deadline. But taxes don't stop then. We have many of our clients that are substantial, need to extend for various reasons. So we'll be busy with taxes all year long. And what we're finding is that if we can be involved along the way, well, then we can help create a great rate of return or enhance the rate of return on the investment in a new dealership. So buy-sell consulting is a significant part of our practice.
Okay.
Recently had a significant PowerSports dealership that we assisted one of our clients here in Utah to purchase. And then you get into all the nuances of allocating that purchase price in the most advantageous method possible to be able to recoup those investments
Got it.
quickly and deduct as much as we can against current items that we're purchasing. And then the going concern or goodwill portion can still be deducted for tax purposes over a 15-year period. So we can really enhance the rate of return by reducing the taxes that you're going to be paying in those years coming as you transition the business and increase the profitability.
Sure.
So that's an area we spend a lot of time on. We also spend a lot of time on the facilities. There's often real estate that's involved in these transactions, or we need to refresh or rebuild or do image projects. So we can help maximize the deduction on those projects also and plan them in advance, plan the deductions so that you know that the real cost of making the improvement. So those are some of the ways that we try to enhance the rate of return on the investment.
Got it.
And so,
Yeah, I mean, it just kind of, as I've been learning more about CBIZ, Jane, you guys, it's kind of an all-encompassing partnership is what I would imagine is the best way to describe for a dealer that's thinking about having various wide-ranging needs. It seems like you guys would be able to fit most of them.
We might hire you to help explain what we do. You hit it on the.
Just coming from yeah, I have to say I was unfamiliar, and now I'm not as unfamiliar.
That's a great description. I always like to say that we take a look at the global wealth of our dealers. Usually the dealership is, if not one of the biggest assets of the dealers, but our dealers have a lot of other interests. Like Claire said, usually there's real estate involved with the dealership. And we find that our dealers are entrepreneurs by spirit. They may have unrelated businesses like restaurants or golf courses or some other entities, but our job is to look at the global wealth of the owner or ownership group and maximize the opportunities for that group and the growth of the entity as an asset of the owner.
Right.
Lots of opportunities on the dealership side, but we also get into talking about what type of opportunities are complement the dealership, such as captive insurance companies,
Okay.
Entities that are set management companies outside, floor plan companies that are outside for those dealers who maybe can floor plan and want to have a more tax advantage method to do that self floor plan.
Sure. Yeah.
So you described it perfectly.
Yeah. Just, to me, the captive insurance idea could be of heavy interest. It seems like on the PowerSports dealer side, it's becoming more, some guys have been at it for 20, 30 years. Others are getting their eyebrows raised, here more recently. Maybe just a little bit of insight on how that, could work for a dealer.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what we see in a lot of the related dealership industries. It's very common, very well known in the automotive industry. They've been using captive insurances for their warranty products for decades. It also can be used for other types of insurance, for garage and liability insurance, for workers' comp insurance. But basically, it allows you to set up your own private insurance company. It's considered a small insurance company, and there are tax benefits on the operating side for doing that. Now, it has to be managed as an insurance company. There are reinsurance providers behind that help us manage all of the compliance issues. But basically, you get to share in the profit of the insurance products that you're providing rather than just getting a commission out of them on the warranty side.
Okay.
And then same on the other side. If it's like garage liability, you get it's self-insuring with some tax benefits. So it can be very lucrative.
Yeah, nice. I've been having some conversations with dealers, and that topic will come up on occasion too.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a great opportunity to look at.
And then, Claire, just from what you're seeing from the buy-sell status of the PowerSports and the market and the space, what's a 30,000-foot view here in May of 24?
Well, I think that people are cautious. The interest rates have slowed things down a little bit in the last quarter last year, and with inflation. but I feel some real optimism that dealers, especially those that are prepared, know that there are opportunities in times of challenge where others are wondering how they're going to get a deal done. Are dealers that are well positioned, have great banking relationships and funding relationships, can take advantage of those opportunities that are still here with us, and can do it even when things are a little bit tighter with interest rates. We do anticipate that hopefully we'll see some lightening of those interest rates a little bit by the end of the year, and that we anticipate.
Yes.
Let's keep our fingers crossed.
Crossed.
And if that happens, we want to be already speaking with people. We don't want to wait till that happens.
Right.
And then now go out and start searching, and all the competition is back too.
Sure.
So it's best to be ahead of it, be solid, and we help our clients to put themselves in that position and have the relationships where various type of funding might be deployed depending on what the market is doing.
Right.
And there's always a way to get the deal done.
Sure.
and to do it economically so we don't suffer. Another area that we're spending a bit of time in is the management of inventory, and that's very important these days and always. And so using the various methodologies that are available to us, LIFO is becoming more prominent in the industry. It hasn't been as well known as others. The last in, first out methodology. It generates a much larger current year deduction usually, and that's why we use it. And to understand how it works and understand how it can be deployed. There is, preferability issues on the test side, our financial statement side, that has been a hurdle for some people in the industry, but we find that it's not. The industry is becoming much more accepting of the various tax methods of accounting for inventory, and that has drawn the financial side, the GAAP side of financial reporting along with it. And so we're solving those issues, and it's bringing big benefits to clients.
Awesome. Yeah, it seems like, as I mentioned, there's all sorts of solutions that CBIZ can provide. So do you find that a dealer might turn to you guys to solve problem A, but then 2, 3, 5, 10 years down the road, they've added to that lineup, so to speak?
Yes. And that's when we talk about the full relationship, that's really what we want to be, our long-term advisors. We don't want to be just the resource for a reviewed financial statement or a tax return. That's merely compliance. Our job is to be advisors, to keep cash in our dealers' pockets, to help improve operations. For example, Claire was talking about LIFO, which has been around as a tool for a long time. It's a great cash flow management tool to elect into in this environment of high interest rates and high inflation. It can really make a difference in helping to solve some cash flow problems for dealers by minimizing tax and allowing those dollars to be repurposed into perhaps reducing floor plan, having more equity in your inventory, or drawing less on working capital lines of credit. We want to be involved in all of that. So yeah, absolutely. A lot of times people come to us for a tax return, and we end up being a full service advisor. We want to be a part of the team. And we want to I always tell my clients, if it involves $1, give me a call. I might tell you that's great. Go ahead and do what you're going to do. But truly, there are a lot of decisions that we could have an impact on, or we might say, hey, maybe try this. It's going to give us a better outcome if we know about beforehand than afterward. So, so we really do like to be involved completely.
Claire, it's about pushing high 70s and perfectly sunny here in Minnesota. You got some riding weather out there in Utah for you here this week, or what?
Yes, we have high clouds, very nice. We just received over the weekend 2 feet of snow at the resorts. They actually opened up a couple of the resorts actually opened up a couple runs, and people from the valley just went up in droves because
Right.
it's fun, to ski and then come down and golf and do it all
Right.
in one day.
Get a little ride in at the end of the day,
Yeah.
perhaps.
That's right.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Well, cool, guys. Yeah, I mean, I think this will be a great introduction and kind of overview
Great.
about some of the things that CBIZ offers. Again, Jane.Saxon and Clair Rood, thanks for spending the time and providing
Thanks
some
for-
insight for our dealer members here at the NPDA. I think I'll be able to let you go for now, and we'll be definitely catching back up with you for some sort of article or webinar or something else that
Great.
dealers can learn from
Sure.
here down the road. So yeah, thanks for taking the time.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
All right.